Hey there, Pisces. Welcome to reading for the week of May 22nd. This week, definitely check out astrojar.com for more awesome astrologers and readers. Let me just move this up. And I started this video without having already shuffled these. So just give me 1 second. I want to get a good shuffle going here and see what comes up for Pisces for sure this week. Definitely needing to let go of fears, launching ideas, taking a risk. You're the only person to get that, which I definitely like to see for you, for sure. You're about the 10th person to get your last card here. Let's pull a clarifier anyway. And you're the, same thing. So you start off with the Jack of Clubs. I feel like for most of you, this could be somebody in your life that you're dealing with, whether it be a sibling, a friend, or something like that. And I think the message I'm getting this week is that they're just being a little bit annoying, and that you're having to put up with something that might be a little bit annoying to you. It feels very minor, but it is coming up, and it could be nagging at you a little bit as well. But I do think through communication and things like that, you could kind of work around it and try to get away with it. This card, you can see here he's cutting his tongue. Pretty gross, but still it's in my favorite deck. But can be a card of being too hard on yourself, punishing yourself basically for things that are like out of your control, and needing to move past those things as well. Next, you have the Seven of Spades, internal fears that do not exist, needing to let go of your fears, as I always say, needing to move past challenges, needing to just move past the self-pity, the self-hate with that Jack of Clubs and things like that, and needing to move on for sure, because that will lead to more success in your life as well. Next, you have an amazing card, Ace of Diamonds. Very good card for money, more money coming in, opportunity, success. A couple of people have had this card this week. Definitely a card of money coming in, business profits, new ideas, and things like that, and feeling much better. I think what Pisces needs to work on, too, the message I'm getting, is that, when Pisces has money, I think your emotions are really high. When you don't have money, your emotions are really low. So I think balancing that out and becoming indifferent towards finances is really the message that I'm getting off of this card this week, because I think that will lead you to more things. I also think detachment from outcome just popped into my head. Makes sense. I think Pisces needs to become more detached from outcome. I think, like, if you've wanted a relationship, you're too attached to what happens with, like, a certain person. You're too attached to that one person. You're not looking at it in the like an abundance mentality. You're not looking at relationships like there's plenty of men, there's plenty of women, whatever you're interested in, doesn't matter. There's plenty of people to go around. And I think, part of the thing why I don't like the New Age community, for example, is they created soulmates, which I just don't think exist. I think that we are, if you look at the biology of it, we are biologically, when we are attracted to somebody, we become interested in, there's a whole lot that goes into it. But I think needing to look at it as more of an abundance thing, and also needing to make yourself the best that you possibly can at this time. Again, Jupiter and Libra, personal development for Pisces all the way. Needing to become stronger, needing to become better, and needing to kind of like improve yourself. I think that will attract people, money, all sorts of things in, if you start focusing kind of like on yourself in a lot of ways. Next, Five of Spades, needing to take a risk, needing to step outside your comfort zone at this time. I would say mostly with relationships for most of you. Needing to talk to people that you're interested in, needing to kind of like put yourself out there more. I think if like Pisces really kind of broke it down and looked at the things they were doing to get like a relationship, for example, you would figure out that you're probably not doing like enough. Like, I was talking to a Pisces friend that I have the other day, and they want a relationship as well. And they're like, I'm on Tinder, I'm on Bumble, all this other stuff. And I was like, okay, well, let's look at, let's look at your profiles. I was looking at their profiles. I mean, this is like an attractive person, but they were like putting the worst pictures they possibly could on their profile. And so, I think that all Pisces need to think about that. Like, are you putting your best foot forward really in all the things that you're doing? Or is your like subconscious, I think Pisces, ruled by your subconscious in so many ways. Are you subconsciously having fears that are kind of like holding you back, and you're doing things like putting terrible pictures on your Tinder that aren't going to attract anybody? I think, that might seem mean, and I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings, but definitely something to think about. Next, Ten of Hearts, fortune after difficulty. Amazing card. Definitely a very good card of good things coming into you, and also again being attractive to people, attracting multiple people into your life at this time. So amazing time for dating, an amazing time for socializing and doing those sorts of things. This is a card of of foundations, building a very strong foundation towards things that you're doing, and also getting more serious about things like your finances and your relationships. Again, looking for that type of relationship that has a very strong foundation, building that foundation and kind of making things happen. Next, you have the Five of Diamonds. Very good card for success and more success happening to you at this time. This card represents a great time to start something new. Could even be, again, a relationship. There's a lot of love this week for you, I think, here. There's a lot of opportunities for love. I would say here's the problem, again, with Pisces. If you're single and you're looking for love, you got to go out and get it. You're not going to, I think that the universe is forcing Pisces to be social, forcing us to talk, and forcing us to improve our social skills as well. It's funny because I said to Cancer, if you go and watch the Cancer video, which I shot first, I said the Eight of Hearts is going to come up for every single water sign. Guess what? Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces all got the Eight of Hearts this week. I think that at this time, if you want things, you have to go and get them. You have to be aggressive. As Marie Moore would say, you got to be a shark this week. You got to go out and you got to attack things. That's the only way I think you're going to get things to happen at this time. Again, where was I? Socializing. What I was telling Cancer, I think, is that I think it's a good time to learn social skills. I think it's a great time for people to do things like, take acting classes, improv classes, and things like that. I think that might be an area of weakness for Pisces, keeping social interactions going and learning how to do that. I mean, think back to your last social interaction. How did it go? I mean, I think that's the way to do it. Could you actually think of how to interact with that person you were interacting with? And I'm not talking about like somebody who's like a really solid friend or your brother or something like that. I'm talking about like just like a random person that you were talking to. Were you able to keep that conversation going or not? Again, not to drag this video out any longer, but I think for Pisces, I would say the challenge is thinking about saying things, but also being afraid to say them, not wanting to sound weird. But I think now is the time for weird conversations. And finally, again, Eight of Hearts, needing to socialize, needing to get out there, meet people. If you want love, you have to go out and get it. You have to go out and try to talk to people, meet people, and things like that. If you're afraid to talk to people, then what I said to Cancer is you need to learn how to like wink at people or smile at people or something to get them to come approach you. So definitely something to think about at this time. Very good card though. Can represent a gift from the universe. Getting a gift from the universe. I would say that it actually looks like I think it's the beginning of good things to come for Pisces. But the thing that Pisces needs to realize is I think Pisces, and I'm a Pisces, so I'm not picking on you here. I get it. I think the thing for Pisces is that you have to be the one now to kind of be the starter. You have to be the one to go truly get what you want. You have to make it happen in a lot of ways at this time. Jupiter and Libra. That's all I'm going to say. Jupiter and Libra. So looks awesome. You have a lot of really good cards here, but definitely get started on things. So thank you for watching and enjoy your week.